Good morning. I've been taking my time as usual, having my coffee. Clint is already at work and I'm going prospecting today. I'm not looking forward to another scorcher day, but we did have the first decent rain, 9 millimeters of rain we had. So we noticed that we got to do something with the gutter on this house here, but yeah, we'll do that a different day. For now, let's go detecting and hopefully get out there soon so we can beat the heat. Crickets, a lot of them. I think they all woke up after the rain. It is very, very still out here this morning. I've been swinging for about half an hour. The sweat is coming off me. It's very, very humid, but I am onto my first target. It's the sweat burning in my eyes. Looks like a hot rock to me, but yeah, I'm still gonna check, and I'm excited that the detector finally made a noise. Easy to check. Kick him out of the road. It is a hot rock. The hot rocks in this area contain a high iron content. It sticks to the magnet. Not a meteorite, just a normal hot rock, of which there are plenty out here. I gotta show you this one. That is a nice banded iron rock with a bit of quartz on top by the looks of it. No, it's not quartz. Different. I like rocks that are different. It looks like I'm gonna have twice the fun. Not only am I going gold prospecting, but now that I know there's interesting rocks around, I'm also gonna go rock hounding. So win-win. Can only be a good day. Turns out my detector was interfering with my camera, so that it was going a bit crazy here while I was filming. But a noise cancel and a ground balance fixed it, so now it's perfectly quiet again. Also, I've got my phone on flight mode because my detectors, the 6000 and the 7000, they both interfere with the phone trying to get signal out here. Best thing is put it in flight mode and nothing is going to interfere with your detector. Speaking about interferences, a few questions came in how I'm going with the neck speaker here and the 7000. I'm still trying to work it out. It is not reliable 100% yet, so I haven't really said anything about it yet on the 7000. For me, it works perfectly fine on the 6000, but Clint's neck speaker, on the other hand, gives him a bit grief, so it doesn't always want to connect to his detector. So I'm not too sure why that is, but yeah, I still love using it because for me it works on the 6000 and I love it. Instead of having the sound coming out of this compartment here, I think it is. Makes it so much easier to hear it. Plus my ears are not covered up by some hot earphones that make my ears even more sweaty than they are already. I've got a problem. I can see so many interesting rocks on the ground here, but some of them are just massive. Look at this, but how pretty with those lines going through this. I love it. But yeah, there's too many out here and they are too heavy. Might just continue with the gold prospecting for now, and then on the way back to the car I can still come back and have a look around this spot here. Because if I'm not finding any gold, then I'm just gonna keep walking a bit faster until I find a piece, and then I'm gonna slow down. This one here sounds a bit more promising. Yep, still in the ground. Fingers crossed that's not a hot rock. The dirt is nice and soft today. Not as dusty either. That might still be in there. Shotgun pellet. Oh, hang on. Wait. Now that I'm looking at it, I actually don't think it is a shotgun pellet. Bit of sweat just dripped onto our target here. And it looks like we just found a little specimen. Little round piece of rock with a bit of gold sticking out on the very top of that. I'm gonna show you on my phone. There you go. You should be able to see that a bit better now. That is definitely a piece of gold. I'm not sure. We can't go too close. That is a tiny little specimen. How nice! I haven't found any species for quite a while. I like it. That'll give us something to crush up in the dolly pot. But let's have a look at it first. It might look like a nice piece, but yeah. Doesn't look like anything nice yet. I'll put it into my container. We'll have a closer look at the gold at the camp. Or at the house, I can say now. See, I gotta get used to that. Nice. First one for the day. That was actually pretty lucky. Finding out that of what I thought was lead shot turned out to be gold. And I'm not even sure if I would have noticed if I didn't pick it up to show you guys. Now that I know that there is gold in this spot here, I'll circle around here for a bit and see if there's another target. Another hot rock. That was a ridiculous amount of hot rocks. That is not much fun. And some of them actually looked like they were turned over already, as if somebody had detected this area here before and kicked them over, moved them out of the road, of a patch or something like that, and they were all scattered around this tree here. So now that I'm looking closely, I'm sort of thinking that these ones here could be old scratchings. Old scratches from a detector operator. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not really visible. It could just be animal diggings. Kangaroos like to do that, but yeah, they are sort of in the same spot here. And all those hot rocks that look turned over. Haven't gotten any other real sounding signals, but I'll just widen out my search area around this spot here. I really think it was pretty lucky that I heard this one. Because if I would have detected all these hot rocks first and then gotten that signal, I don't know if I would have actually dug it. But yeah, now that the rain has washed a lot of the dirt off these rocks here, it actually shows a lot of pretty colors on these rocks. There's red, there's yellow, there's black, there's brown, there's polished shiny. There's all sorts of different rocks out here, which I haven't noticed like that before, because usually it's all dusty. Here, these are a nice example. There's even a bit of blue in this one. Very nice. Yeah, I've been detecting for a while without any real signals, only plenty of hot rocks, and yeah, I don't know, I might have to look for a shady spot to detect. Or at least have a spill and have a drink. Yeah, staying hydrated is important out here. The temperatures are rising by the minute it feels. It's very humid. But I'm gonna stop whinging now and have a drink, have a spell, and then detect a few shady parts around here. I've just decided to mark the spot on my phone here where I found the gold earlier, and I noticed that I've got another waypoint not all that far from here. Clint and I have done a bit of detecting. We found gold on Christmas Day, both of us, and also over New Year's Eve. I'm gonna get geared up again. I'm gonna spend a little bit more time out here. I'll just walk straight over there, see if I can get any more targets before I have to turn around and go back to the car and head home. It's getting a bit hot. We've made it up to the spot where I found the gold last time. It was 2 pieces out here, I think. There was 1 more there and another 2 in here. Yeah, so 5 or 6 pieces of gold I got in this spot, just in this small little area here. I have done a little bit more around here, but not really much. So we were just scouting that day and just trying different spots, pulling over and yeah, just trying our best for an hour and then moving on to the next spot. So I've got a few new waypoints on my map, which are all worthwhile to check over again. Just a faint low-high signal right next to my old hole here. And that's what I call a signal that has improved. Fingers crossed it's gold. Is that burnt soil here? I hope not. Could be a burnt tree root. We'll keep on digging. The signal has not improved. Instead, I'm getting a signal off the pile and looking at this stuff here. That could be an old anthill. See the black in there as well. So this is giving a signal, and the rest of the dirt in the ground is giving a signal. Just hot ground. Come on in. Yeah, come in. Nikki, come in. It's still very hot. I just had a look. It's 46 degrees Celsius. So absolute scorcher of a day. It's not only me that gets hot because the dogs suffer as well, but I gotta teach this one here to jump in on its own yet. Layla can jump in. Yeah, you going for a swim? See, it's easy. You just jump in there. And here we wonder why we gotta empty out the pool once a week. It's not only us and the dogs that get very hot, it's also the birds and the plants. Unfortunately, a few of my seedlings haven't survived the hot winds out here. The birds seem to suffer as well, which is why I tend to set up sprinklers for them. I also found these solid bowls here and I set them up, but I gotta refill these 4 times a day to keep up with what the birds drink, but also the evaporation. The birds love the sprinklers and they enjoy spreading out their wings and having a bath in the little puddles. I still can't believe the variety of them, and it's great to be able to watch them from only a short distance. Unfortunately, some of the smaller birds struggle in these harsh summer temperatures. Every day we see birds that just fall out of a tree and then they sit on the ground, not moving at all. We pick those poor little creatures up and try to let them revive on a wet towel on the shady table.
Better. They look cool there.
Yeah, unfortunately not all of those little birds survive, but we're doing our best by keeping them cool in a little bowl with a coolie towel in it. Luckily, there is a bit of a change in the weather coming up. We are expecting a bit of rain, so hopefully that'll cool it down a bit and give the birds and the other animals out there a few more water holes where they can get some water. Unfortunately, I can't show you too much gold in today's video. One little shotgun pellet covered with a bit of gold on it. Also, I'm very happy about all these rocks out there, so that on its own is pretty exciting for me. And on some of these, don't you just love the colors on them? That's a nice red jasper rock with a bit of ironstone or hematite going through. Some are just really, really pretty. Can't wait to clean these up and finally do something with them. Yeah, it's gonna be wet in the next few days, so we're probably not going out detecting too often. We'll be working around the house here. Clint wants to fix the windows around here, the ones that are broken. I want to start inside and attack one of the rooms so we can clean it out and hopefully move our own stuff in there. Plus, I want to widen out my gardening section and build a little nursery. So yeah, I'm not sure where that's going to happen yet. We'll look into that in the next few days while also keeping an eye out for the wildlife out here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like. Stay safe out there, guys. I'll see you next week.